Good morning. I want to share with you today on what I call God speaks to the storm. In Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41, we saw Jesus traveling with his disciples in a boat and crossing the sea. The disciples were in a boat with Jesus when a violent storm arose. The disciples panicked and they cried, "Master, don't you care we are perishing?" But Jesus arose, rebuked the storm, and there was great calm. Did you see that? The presence of Jesus in your boat, listen to this, does not mean storms won't come. So don't get it wrong. I know many people say once you're a believer, everything should be hunky-dory. It's not always so. The presence of Jesus in your boat does not mean there will be no storm. Look, the thing the enemy will do is that he will put fear in you, and fear will magnify the storm. But faith calls on Jesus. So if you are going through storm, let your faith lead you to Jesus. And guess what will happen? Jesus will speak to your storm. When Jesus speaks, every storm must obey. In this passage we read, Jesus spoke to the storm. When Jesus spoke, there was calmness. Let me remind you, when Jesus spoke, he spoke to three things. He spoke to the storm that the disciples were in. Number two, he spoke to the storm that was brewing in them that caused them to think they are going to die. So God speaks to the storm they are in. God speaks to the storm in them. And finally, Jesus turned to them and said, "Where is your faith?" And God speaks to them in that storm. He spoke to them in the storm. So remember, God wants to speak to you, to the storm you are in. He wants to speak to the storm in you, and he wants to speak to you in the storm. And when he does that, hear me, every storm will stop and you will get your peace. You will not die with the storm. You are coming out. Have a fantastic, glorious day.